Hi, in this video I'm going to talk you through Topdon Artidiag 800BT battery replacement. And just to say, as I mentioned, this is the Artidiag 800BT and there now is a 2 version. So they'd call it the Artidiag 800BT2. And it's a very similar unit to this, but maybe not exact. So if you've got one of those, I'm sure this video will still be useful to you, but there might be 1 or 2 differences. And then the only other thing to mention very quickly just before we get started is that the battery location on the Topdon Artidiag 800BT is actually inside the casing. It's not through this access hatch. So you will need to get the cover off and open up the casing. So I'm just telling you that up front in case you feel that's something you don't want to tackle and you want to send it in for repair instead. So this is the replacement battery that I got for my Artidiag 800BT. And as you can see, I got it from Batger. They may supply worldwide, but they're a seller on eBay that have good feedback, so that's why I used them. So let's have a look at the battery and then we can talk about getting it installed. So you can see from this seller that it's really well packaged up. And this is a nice little touch. They just send you a little toolkit as well. You see it's arrived in an anti-static bag. So again, good sellers will do this to protect the battery. So the replacement battery is ready for me to install now. And I'm going to use this little tool to help me that came with the Batger replacement battery. And that's because all around the screen, the casing fits into a little groove. And so it really helps if you have a little tool just to get under the edges. So it's better to start on the right hand side. And I'm just getting under that edge with the tool until I can get my fingers under the edge. So hopefully you can see that there's a little groove there. And I've just got my fingers under the edge of the casing. And then the bottom edge opposite it. There we go. And now with those 2 sides off, I'm going to tackle that one there. Yes, got it. So obviously I don't want to damage the rubber cover, and the weak point is going to be these corners where potentially it could tear, although I must say that these are very robust, so hopefully you won't have that problem. But just literally have to squeeze it over the corner now and off the back. They are very tight, and so this probably will be even tighter now. There we go, that's not too bad. I should have probably done this earlier, but this is your little dongle, and it's probably a good idea to fire that out now. Now just round where the dongle came off, there is a groove there as well. So as you're getting this corner off, you'll probably just want to pop it out of there. Okay, and then finally, just this edge of the screen. If you don't pry it up there, then it's really hard to slide the unit out because it's gripping in the groove. So this tool's just super useful. You just get under that edge and then chase it around. Okay, so we've got that lifted now. And then just on this other side, where the power button is, there's a groove all the way around that too. So it really does help just to get round with the tool and pop it out of it. Okay, so now I should be able to pull this out. And it does take a bit of doing. Whew. So it's all plain sailing from here. And as you can see, the Artidiag 800BT is basically a plastic housing now. And there's 9 screws on the back. That's a smaller screw there. You don't have to undo that, and it doesn't give access to the battery. And what you need now is just a screwdriver that's going to fit nicely into those screws. Because the last thing you want to do is strip the head off. So you'll be able to feel if it feels like a nice tight fit. And now I'm just going to undo them all and put them off to one side. I missed one, gonna go back to it. Or it didn't lift out, one of the 2. Okay, that's all 9. Now to open the casing, there's a little tab there that you have to lift. And I found a flat bladed screwdriver worked better for me. But if you have a really strong one of these little tools, then that might do it. Obviously you don't want to break the tab off, not the end of the world if it does. But what you're doing is you're just getting under that edge and then lifting slightly, and it should pop just like that. And now that that's popped, it should be really easy to lift the rest of this cover. Okay, so that top cover's off, so we can put that off to one side as well. Okay, so now you can clearly see the battery location on the Artidiag 800BT. It's just here central inside the casing. And it might look a little bit daunting, but there's just a couple of electrical connections to undo. And on some models, there might be an additional piece of tape here, just holding this copper strip down. It's actually like a ribbon wire is this, with lots of different wires in it. Okay, so the next step is, there's just a little bit of tape covering this connection here, black cloth tape. And you just peel that back, and you can just put it there. Usually you can just reuse that, because it maintains a little bit of stickiness. And then I'm just going to zoom in for this, so I'm hoping that you can see it. But here, down this right hand side, there's like a little clip. And what you need to do is just get your fingernail under the right hand side of the clip, and you're trying to flick it up. Hopefully you saw that okay. And once that's flicked up like that, then this ribbon just slides out. You don't have to pull very hard at all. And of course, if you do have tape here now, that's a good time to take that tape off so that you can lift this out of the way like that. Okay, so the next step in changing our battery is to undo this battery connection here. Now there's a little row of glue along there, and you do need to scrape that off just a little bit in order to allow you to get that connection off. And you can either use a knife or a screwdriver or something, but basically what you're doing is you're just scraping along that edge. And you're just breaking the connection of the glue between the housing on the left and the plug itself on the right. Okay, so now we're ready for battery removal on our Artidiag 800BT. And what I'm going to do is use a couple of trim tools. And these trim tools are just super useful for all sorts of things on cars and on electronic equipment. So I'll put a link in the description to some tools like these. Because on the bottom of this battery is double-sided tape, and it is quite strong. If you have any doubts about this step and you're not confident that you can remove this battery without damaging, then maybe you need to stop at this point. But if you take your time, then it should be possible to lift out that battery and pry off the double-sided tape that's underneath. The reason I say use a bit of caution is because this is a lithium-ion battery, and if you rupture them, then you can get a spontaneous fire. So proceed with caution and only do this if you feel confident. But basically, take your time and lever all of the edges. And just keep working your way around as many times as it takes. And I have another tool here, so sometimes you might find it useful to do both sides at once. And just when you're levering, just be careful not to damage any of your circuit boards. Oh yeah, so once you hear it start going, then you might want to start levering other places too. But I can't stress enough, just take your time and try not to bend the battery. Oh, okay, that's got it. Okay, so as you can see, we've got our battery nice and loose. And now what we need to do is undo that battery connection. We've already got the glue cut. What you can do is you can either get a terminal type screwdriver and you can just get it into that gap, or you might be able to get your thumbs either side of the plug. To be honest, I used the thumbs method. Yeah, there we go. Wasn't too bad. So that's our old battery out. As you can see, there's a bit of residue in here. Now you can clean all that up if you want, but to be honest, what I found is you can just add more tape on top of there and it works fine, so it's up to you. This is just normal double-sided tape, so nothing fancy. But I'll put a link to it in the description. And I'm just going to pop that in there. To be honest, this just stops your new battery from rattling around. Okay, so I'm just going to plug this in before I pop the battery into place, because it's a bit easier right now to get access. And you can see that I squeezed it in nice and tight. The cable needs to fold just a little bit in order for this battery to go in nicely, just like that. Personally, I don't think you need any glue to be put on there to keep that fitting in, because it's pretty much tight up against the battery. I can't imagine it's going to go anywhere. Now it's probably worth watching the rest of the installation, because this little ribbon connector can also be tricky, so you might find this next bit of footage useful. Basically, you just need to slide this in from this side, and once you're satisfied that it's pushed in as far as it'll go, you just need to flick that little latch over from left to right. I'll use my finger so that you can at least see a little bit better what's happening. There's no clicking noise or whatever, but that just grips it now. Here's our little piece of tape, so we just use that to cover the top of it. The only thing to keep an eye out when you're putting the cover back on is just making sure that lines up on the other side of there. That's the main thing, really. And if you get it right, it'll just snap in place like that. And now we can pop the 9 screws back in. Okay, now the final step, which is to put the rubber cover back on. The fat part goes in first, and it's easier if you kind of put it in the middle of the window because obviously it spreads wider at this point. And then you're just trying to guide it down in there. It actually goes in easier than it came off, which is good. Okay, push it in as far as it'll go. And then once you've got that, you can spin it around and you can basically feed this in. But what I do find is these trim tools that we used earlier, trim tools again, told you they were useful. They just help you lever it up like this. It's really hard to get your fingers in there, but with this thing, it makes all the difference. And then just make sure that you're popping it into those grooves at the side of the screen. So just everywhere where there's a groove, all the way around the screen. And don't forget that around these, there's a little groove. And can you see it's just up a little bit here? Well, you can pop it in there. Okay, we'll pop our dongle back in. And then the first thing we're going to do is charge this fully. So what I recommend is that the charger and the cable that came with your Artidiag 800BT, you use that to fully charge this battery straight away. Okay, so that's all there is to it. I hope that this video helped you with your Topdon Artidiag 800BT or BT2 battery replacement. If it did, then please drop me a comment because I'd love to hear how it helped you fix your machine. All that's left to say is, you watched the video, now fix it. Thanks for watching, bye for now.